Hey there, it's Sally from Strength for Dance, and today we're actually going to do a little product review. I got contacted by Jenna at Dance Sock a while back, and she very kindly sent me a pair over for me to have a look at. I have to say, I absolutely love them, so I'm going to just do a little video with them, and just to highlight as well different positions of the foot. So if you're starting out with dancing and you really want to get an understanding of where your foot's going to be, this is actually a great little product. Comes in a lovely bag as well. So I'm going to show you this with my right foot. Now again, these are probably for people that are a little bit younger than me, but I can actually fit in it quite nicely. These socks have really nice designs on them, so there's fairies and unicorns and stars, and if everything aligns really well, it's going to really help with alignment in the foot. Now what I have here in the foot is I have a little unicorn at the front here that runs over my ankle bone. I have a line of stars that I can align up with toe number 2, and just here as well is a nice little fairy that's going to sit over toe 1. On the side, I've got a beautiful rainbow that actually comes all the way up here. I want to make sure it sits on this knobble here, which is navicular. At the back, don't know if you can see there, but I've got a line up here, it actually says right leg, so I've got it on the right one, that runs up the Achilles, and so we can see how well the foot's actually aligned there. I've got a little star on the side, and I've got a heart and an ice cream, and the ice cream's just sitting over my ankle bone here. So let's have a look at how these socks can be useful for placement of the foot. Now, if we're looking at a rise here, if I rise up, I want to be able to see these yellow stars come all the way down. And when I talk about rising in clinic and having the ankle in center, that's what you want to see, with the unicorn sitting right over and staying quite stable. If I was fishing, you'd see the unicorn kinking, and that line of stars is now on a curve. Be the same if I was sickling, the curve would come out, so that's not what we want there. When we look at side on, and this is what I really liked about this, was this rainbow here. So if you tondu the foot, it gives you a nice line so you can see the shape of a tondu. But I really like it from a pronation aspect, obviously. And when I bring my weight onto the foot to pronate, you can actually see the length of the rainbow moving away. The whole rainbow drops down to the floor and lengthens, which is exactly what you want to be seeing when you're pronating, as opposed to bending and the rainbow glides up like this, which is not what we want. And there's some little mice underneath here as well, and we don't want to be squashing the mice all the way by rolling all the way over. The other thing I like that stays in alignment with the pronation is this little fairy here. So as I am bending, if you've looked at my previous videos, you'll know you want the shin to track forwards, and then it just very gently rolls in towards the end. And that's what's going to encourage this nice lengthening of the arch. So when we look down the sock, you're actually going to see the knee sitting over the fairy here. So it's going to end up over toe 1 on top of the fairy, which is another really nice marker. From the back, if your feet are rolling inwards, you'll see that the stars just tilt in as well. So it can give you a really nice sense of where centered heel is. And then when you come up into a rise, you should see the purple part of the heel just screw in a little bit and face inwards. Another nice feature that I quite like is having this little heart here. And if I had both my socks on, which I will quickly do now, when I rise up, I want to be bringing my hearts together. and away again. So this is a similar drill that I would do if I had the tennis ball between my heels. So I'm bringing these nice little hearts in towards each other to help with that end range supination that we want at the end of rise. So although I don't usually have product endorsement as part of my business, when I saw these socks, I just thought they were absolutely great for understanding how the foot works, and maybe for younger dancers, for them to get an idea of where central ankle is, that nice alignment down towards toe 2, and having a concept of pronation and supination when we look at plie and rise. So great work, Jenna. Lovely little product. If you guys are interested, the business is called Dance Sock, and they have really nice online education to go with it as well. Enjoy.